Hey guys, there are a lot of weapons in Fallout 76, and many of them have awesome attachments or fit extremely well into the game. But there are also weapons that seem unfinished, unimplemented, or plain overlooked. So here's 5 weapons that need to be revisited. Number 1. The 10mm Submachine Gun. The 10mm submachine gun lacks a suppressor or actual functional sights. It's a major hindrance to this weapon's usability, and adding a suppressor and sights to this weapon would help bring it properly into the stealth commando category and provide an alternative weapon for people who get bored of using fixers and handmaids all day. Personally, I think using a boxy suppressor would fit the weapon best, much like the Sleepy Time unique 10mm submachine gun. Here's what the 10mm submachine gun would look like with a reflex sight, just for some reference. I'm using a PC mod to do this, and I'll link that in the description. Number 2, the pump action shotgun. This weapon actually has several attachments that were not implemented, such as several sight options as well as some missing muzzle attachments. I think that adding these attachments on this weapon would make this very common weapon more interesting. These attachments are already made, they just need to be implemented. They are even featured in several Atomic Shop preview images. Todd just needs to release these. He shouldn't be allowed to keep these treasures to himself. They need to be in the hands of the people. Number 3, the light machine gun. This weapon is awesome, but its mod selection is woefully lacking. I think it needs a few sight options, like glow sights or a reflex sight, and maybe even an optical sight for those who want to use that. I think it also needs some magazine options, such as a double drum mag, or even an ammo belt type mod. And perhaps even a compensator and muzzle brake option, or fuck it, just slap a giant suppressor on it and it can be a sneak commando big gun. Number 4, the single-action revolver. I remember being really excited to use this weapon when I first started the game, but upon realizing that its reload speed was appallingly slow, it became obvious that this weapon was terrible. If this weapon was to have its reload speed buffed, either through new mods or by having its values changed outright, it would increase the use case for this weapon dramatically. Also, some new grips and maybe some new barrel mods wouldn't hurt either. Number 5, the Crossbow. Despite it receiving new arrow types with the Wastelanders update, this weapon is still bland and boring. It needs some actual new frame options, maybe a stirrup mod, and most importantly, some sort of optical sight. A crossbow is a marksman's weapon. Not having a scope for a weapon like this is stupid. I think that adding attachments to make it more of a ranged focus option would help differentiate it from the other bows, which people are more likely to use. Thanks for watching, guys. I know there are tons of more weapons that need to be revisited, and I'll talk about those in the future, but hopefully Todd decides that some weapons need a refresh and that we get some new toys to play with some point in the future.